What's up everybody, and welcome to 5 more mods to be excited for. So a couple of days ago I made a video called 5 mods to be excited for, but I asked you guys, do you want to see more of that content? Well, today I'm back with, I guess you could call it a sequel, basically 5 more mods that are probably going to be coming over to Skyrim Remastered. We have gotten some more details since the previous video as to how the actual transition from Skyrim to Skyrim Remastered works, and apparently it's as simple as uploading your mod into a new creation kit and clicking export. This is great news and means a lot of these mods that I'm going to show in this video that don't require Skyrim script extender should be relatively easy to port over. With all that being said, let's get right into it. So the first mod I want to show you guys is Supreme Storms. In the last video, I showed you guys climates of Tamriel, which added in a few different weathers into the game. Well, this is actually kind of an add-on to that mod. This adds in 2 different storms, snow and rain, and both of them are supposed to be much more chaotic and forceful. As you play through the game, every once in a while, you'll get a supreme snowstorm. This is going to be more like a blizzard than just kind of a sprinkling down of snow. It makes you play around these different things, and if you have other mods that make the snow more dangerous and affect your character in different ways, this is going to be a great mod to have installed. All around, it makes it so weather will be a noticeable and dominant force in the world of Skyrim. So up next we have Immersive Animations. Animations are one of those things that are relatively simple to change, as in the changing of them doesn't seem so big at first, although the process of creating new animations is very time consuming. Nonetheless, this mod does change a lot of the different animations within Skyrim, and a lot of different ones like holding weapons, walking, running, swinging your different weapons, and adding in some finishers. It really is a refreshing mod because you don't realize how different it is until you actually play around with it for a while. After using this mod for a couple hours and then switching back to vanilla Skyrim, you definitely notice a difference. And if you're one of those people that has put a lot of hours into Skyrim, this is going to be a great mod to start off with your new playthrough in Skyrim Remastered. So next up, we do have the Forgotten City. This is another one of those massive quest mods. It's one of the best ones out there. For this, I'm actually using the trailer because I think that's a great way to convey what this mod actually does. Regardless, the 2 reasons I really like this mod is playing through it, you'll find that this mod holds a lot more to kind of do and figure out. There are some riddles to figure out, a few murders to solve, as it says in the mod's description, and more importantly, there's also another feature where it's invasions to fend off. There's a few wide-scale battles in this that are a lot more fun than just the vanilla battles in Skyrim where you're taking down a couple of really high HP enemies. This one does have a lot wider scale battles, and I find those to be a lot more enjoyable. Everything's also fully voiced and it just has a lot of polish on it. The mod itself has won a lot of rewards for just how good it is, and it's definitely one of the better ones out there. Next up, we have Immersive Patrols. So there's a few mods for Fallout 4, like Endless Warfare and stuff like that basically add in a ton of spawn markers for NPCs in the world. Although there are similar mods for Skyrim, unfortunately a lot of them do require Skyrim script extender to use, so it's not going to be as simple of a progress to port them over. Fortunately for us, Immersive Patrols doesn't follow that trend and actually has a few different features that I think make it almost a little bit better. Basically, the main concept behind the mod is all the different factions are going to now have patrols traveling around their different forts and cities. So as you walk through, you might see some Imperial guards or just warriors of all the different factions wandering around. But the feature I really like about this mod is if you travel around some of the different forts and just outposts for these factions, you'll actually find the indigenous people of those forts battling some invaders. This is a much more natural feel over just having widespread enemies just be all over the place. As you travel through faction controlled territory, you're going to be much more likely to see the faction battling somebody else rather than just in the middle of nowhere you see some enemies taking each other on. All around, it's a very cool mod. I do really like it, and if you are into those wide scale battles, this will probably be a good mod to hold you over for the time being. So last but not least, we have Pirates of Skyrim and by association Northern Cardinal. These are 2 mods that basically overhaul the ships and pirates and just that whole system in Skyrim. It adds in a bunch of different quests to actually get access to your own ship and more importantly your own crew. Once you get this, you could actually have cargo, sail around, and there's just a ton of different features you could do with this. It's not the most popular quest mod out there, but it definitely changes up the game and adds in a ton of new features that I really love to have. I actually couldn't get this mod working properly on my own system, so I'm using somebody else's video. You can find a link to his channel in the description. It's legal to use though because I'm using it through Creative Commons. Regardless, a very cool mod and one I'm actually probably the most excited for. It has some of the most unique features out of any of the mods on this list, including naval battles, unique cargo, and then even adding in its own crew management and morale system. It's very cool, and I do really hope we do get this on consoles, although it doesn't seem to use Skyrim script extender, so the likelihood of that should be pretty high. That's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this one though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed another episode of this kind of mini series I'm doing leading up to Skyrim Skyrim Remastered's release. If you did enjoy, I really encourage you to consider subscribing. I will be doing a lot more videos on Skyrim Remastered, and more importantly, Skyrim Remastered mods for Xbox One, and I will be doing kind of a proper playthrough of it. So hopefully you'll see that. I should be live streaming it on release day, so that should be pretty exciting. Otherwise, again, I thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you all next time. Later.